welcome. I should say good evening because it's 5:44 now. So I've officially started my other job. Training has happened. I'm learning the delivery route. It's kind of a weird process because it's such it's a difficult job, and I've never had to do something this hard before. And it's not something that you can just ask for help because, you know, I ask like it's basically a full-time person, and then I'm their relief. Like, I'm there whenever they go on vacation, or I'm there whenever you know, like they want to go have a day off or whatever. Sure, like I'm their backup. So that being said, though, like the job itself is such a it's weird because it's the most fast-paced thing I've ever had to do. It's not very complex, like in terms of like the skills required. It's actually very basic. It's just driving a vehicle. But I mean, obviously you have to sort and you have to organize your vehicle to hold everything that you have to deliver. So it takes a lot to do. Like, it definitely does take some skill. The thing with that though is, I don't want to say I'm not given enough time to learn, but it's kind of like this. Like, let's use my other job for an example. Let's say they put you into this grocery store. They give you all of this stock, and they say, all right, I want you to have this entire store stocked by, you know, 4 p.m. You know, you're starting at 7 in the morning. They want it done by 4 p.m. Now, obviously, it's going to take you a while to learn the entire store. Nobody's going to be perfect, but it's crazy because not only you're taking a couple different skills and combining them together to make this new job. So it's like, let's say in that situation where you're in a grocery store where you're learning the stock, let's say like there's also little ramps that you have to jump your cart off of, but then also there's certain aisles that you have to go down to get to the other aisles. You can't just take the shortcuts or the easiest ways. You can't, you know, you gotta like kinda like figure it out on your own. But also they give you a guide. Like, let's say they give you like a little map, but the map is so outdated that it doesn't, like, it has like maybe a 40% accuracy rate, or, you know, maybe 60%, a little above half. It's not, it's enough kind of guidance to like put you in the direction, but not enough to, you know, what if it says front of aisle 1, but what it really means is, no, you're supposed to go the other way. The other way to get to aisle 1, you know. It's a very tough job, and I haven't been being this down in a while, so it's interesting. It really is. The pay's good, and aside from my other vehicle that I bought for the job taking a shit, and I'm driving my dad's vehicle now for the job, it's been good so far. I just don't like losing, so to me, to like not be able to finish, like, I've done 3 days of on the job, and so far today was probably the roughest. No, the first day was pretty rough. First day is basically like, you know, I'm learning to drive. I immediately figured out that the guide that they gave me that's supposed to tell you which turns to take and all that shit, found that was pretty glitchy, and they told me to go down this one street and go down this other street, and then they completely don't even mention this one street, but I have this entire string of things I have to drop off along that road that isn't even on the fucking map. So, you know, it sucks because you get frustrated, and originally I was just thinking like, oh, whatever, I'll skip it. I gotta come back through this way, because this was like my first, like, I'm still in the city before I even have to leave the city. Like, there's like maybe 3 or 4 roads in the city, and I missed like an entire road. But it wasn't on the map or anything, so I don't get how that's even possible. Like in the guide that they give me, it's called a turn by turn. It's supposed to tell you every turn to take, how long each it is until like your next turn, and that's cool. It is cool or whatever, but it's such a flawed system because it's not double checked on. The full-time person that I'm her backup to I gave her a look at it, and she's like, oh, yeah. Oh, instantly, like, she's spotting, like, oh, it says turn left there, but no, you turn right to get onto that road. And then it says, you know, like, keep straight, but not really. You're kind of taking a left on a 40. So, like, she immediately was spotting problems with it. And then what happens with me is, you know, I go out there, I do that, I get back late, you know, missed a bunch of shit. Second day I go in there like, yeah, fuck it, time to kick ass. We're gonna do better. And then same thing, the map. This time I actually had her look at the turn by turn and have her correct it a little bit. But she didn't correct everything. And the stuff that she did correct, I don't understand, like, because so she corrected a couple things. I didn't get to that point yet, because she corrected the first part and the third part, but I was doing the middle part. So, like, I was still finding problems in the middle part, the part I was doing that day. And then today I did the third part, and she didn't even edit anything in the third part. So it's like, there's way too many weird turns that I took that they're on the instructions, but they're not even, like, applicable. So I'm like fucking flipping out. I'm trying to use my GPS to, like, you know, Google, where's this place, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like such a bumfuck area that, like, it doesn't even know where it is. So it's just like, how the fuck are you supposed to, like, it's one of those jobs that you have to do it constantly to learn how to do it. And it sucks because I want to be good, like, quicker than I'm being good. And I just can't think of a way to get better quicker, you know, other than just doing it. So it sucks, but today I'm driving a new vehicle. I have no fucking clue. I tried a different packing system. I tried writing down my packages, because usually the first day what I did is I put these little pieces of paper into each of the stops, letting me know that I had a big package to get out. It worked okay, but I missed a couple. Second day, I wrote them down on my dashboard, which worked. You know, we're pretty good. And then today, I tried the same thing, writing on my dashboard, but I didn't put it in any specific order. So, like, I literally go into 3 different state routes, you know, like, so it was tricky because, like, I'm sitting there trying to, like, all right, now I'm on 38. Let me see what packages I got. But, oh, guess what? It's not this part of 38. It's the part of 38 that you go through at the very end of the route, like, on your way back into town. So I gotta figure out a way to, like, put it in order. I gotta figure out a way to make sure my my delivery doesn't get jumbled around and all that shit. And that's the thing, like, it sucks. Like I said, I don't like losing, but, like, I know realistically you can't go into this job and be good. But, like, I was talking to this other girl there tonight, and she's like, yeah, it usually takes 3 or 4 times, and then once you start doing your full route, that's when it all comes together. And it's like, well, okay, obviously she sees it correctly, the correct way, but, like, what about my boss and my full-time person? Like, do they see it that way or do they not, you know? But, alright, I'm home. I gotta park this fucking beheath. But, alright, later, boys.